Uh, Xavi Simmons, Xavi Simmons, Xavi Simmons, right? It's not a name that I say often, but it is a career that I didn't necessarily follow his career, but I did see him as a youth prospect before. And I sort of followed his Instagram page. This is like years ago. Because I thought he was a great youth player. I thought he would be a phenomenal player when he, became of age and started getting first team chances, such and such and such. But anyway, I would always think, man, maybe one day, Javi Simmons can develop into the player that we think he's going to be, and then maybe he could play for one of for everybody's probably not everybody, but maybe some people were probably thinking maybe he'll play for my club one day or whatever it is. So I could actually, root for said player to succeed. And to be honest with you, I don't have anything against Xavi Simmons. Obviously, I support Arsenal. It's never going to be that deep where I'm gonna not want somebody to be successful because of the club that they go to. I don't. I'm not gonna get into that. That's not. You understand what I'm saying? As a human being, I want to see. I want to see that young man be, successful. But man, maybe you could have chose a different team. I don't know. I don't know why Spurs. There's a lot left to be uncovered as far as the signing goes. And the way how I look at it is like this, right? He goes to Spurs, who they've already started the season very well, right? And they've been playing very decent. They have a new system, they have a new manager, they have new players, they have kudos, right? The pronunciation is not going to be spot on. Um, but they have these players that are some may deem world class players, but these are really, really good players. Now, you add Xavi Simmons to the mix, and it really makes Spurs an even better team. You know, Again, I'm not really familiar with his game. I haven't seen him play too much. First team, because I don't really follow the leagues that he plays in. I just kind of wanted him to play like, for my team based on the clips that I saw of him growing up. While he was growing up, it's like, oh, this kid's gonna be a special player. But he went to Spurs, and you know what? I wish him all the best. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I wish Spurs all the best. I don't. But for the most part, I wish him a successful and prosperous career. And that's all I can say about that. You know what I mean? Congratulations. Congratulations. And I don't even know if did I even actually spell his name right? And I think he wants to be known as Javi now, right? I don't think he wants the Simons or Simmons part of his name. And I'm not entirely sure why. You know what I mean? I haven't followed that part. And if I'm completely honest with you, as much as I love the sport, and somebody said hi, how you doing, Isa? Welcome, Isa. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button while you're in. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Um, but yeah, I would have wanted him to play for my club, obviously, right? I would have wanted Javi Simmons to play for my club. But you can't always get all the players that you want, right? We didn't get Neymar. We never got Ronaldo at our club. We never got Messi at our club. And it's okay, right? You don't always get the players that you want, but you could always, wish people the best regardless of where it is that they end up. You know, um and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So even though I'm not a Spurs fan, there are a few players from Spurs that I really, really did like over the years, right? I've never really was a big Harry Kane fan. He's a good finisher, but I never really was a big Harry Kane fan. Gareth Bale was a special player. Gareth Bale was a player that I would pay to watch. Gareth Bale was a very special player. And had Gareth Bale not been in a team when he left Spurs and went to Real Madrid, I'm glad he left Spurs, by the way. But had he not been in a team with Ronaldo, he would have been, or Messi, he would have been the star of any other team, probably. You understand what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, the style, just just the how he played, right? So I like Gareth Bale for Spurs. So he's one. Um, who else? Modric was cool while he was there too. Obviously, those two, but definitely Gareth Bale. I didn't watch too much Spurs, but whenever I did watch Gareth Bale, man, he used to like always put in some really, really great performances, man, and some long range goals that I like. And it's like, wow, this dude, you know what I mean? What's good, Envy? Welcome, Envy. Make sure you hit that like button. But yeah, Gareth Bale, definitely for sure. He used to do his thing. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, Jermaine Defoe, he's another one. That other dude, the Irish dude, what's his name? Keane. He was cool too. He was cool too. He was cool too. And guess who else? So Campbell. So Campbell, hello, how are you? I'm Abigail. How was your day? I'm doing well, Abigail. How's your day? I was just about to this morning I woke up. I did a few push-ups. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool. Let me get started doing this and then get my day started, before I get to work because I'm still gonna work out again. I've gotten into the habit of doing that. So I was here and I was about to work out, but then I decided, nah, you know what? Let me go to the grocery store first, get a few things, and then come back and work out before I go to work. And then I kind of just was on Instagram and I saw the news that it was confirmed that Xavi Simmons signed for Spurs. Like, and I kind of knew for some time, and it's like, man, Xavi, why you gonna do that, man? You know, why you gonna do that? Because I really wanted to root for the kid. You know what I mean? I really wanted to root for him. You know, and but I do wish him success. But yeah, bro, I just, you know what I mean? You could have, I don't know why you would do that. You know what I mean? I'm from San Diego, and are you? I'm white, skinny, blonde, green eyes, 4'8". Big ups to you. Big ups to you. Thank you for that information, Ab, ABB. Thank you. I appreciate that. Skinny. I don't necessarily, to be honest with you, I don't necessarily go for skinny girls, to be honest with you. But beauty come in all shapes and sizes. So, and I can't say never because it depends on how skinny, but, yeah. But anyway, those are external characteristics. You know what I mean? There's certain internal things that, you know, that matter as well. Somebody say, hey, uncle. Say that then. Say that then. You know what's crazy? I don't have any nieces and nephews at this point in life. Maybe someday I will, but my sisters are young. So yeah. But what's good? What's good? JRWB. Somebody say you my uncle. Yo, you're probably older than me, bro. You're probably older than me, keeping it being. What you see, the gray, you know what I mean? Or the off-white, I don't even know what color it is, to be honest with you. I don't think it's all the way gray. Somebody say, I'm 12. Okay. Yo, that's crazy as hell, bro. I be forgetting on the internet, bro. People just like of all ages, just be, you know what I mean, clicking on your stream and stuff like. I be thinking people be like in their 20s and 30s and you know what I mean, maybe 40s, 50s and stuff like that on my streams or whatever. I be forgetting all types of people can click. You know what I mean? But we do keep the content clean though, you know what I mean? Ain't no nothing in here that we speak about that I guess you can't be here for. But at the same time, we still like it when people are younger. We would prefer you to have a parent or guardian next to you while you watching our streams. You know what I mean? Somebody said, "God bless," says, "Laugh out loud." My nephew. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what's crazy about that? He said he's 12. My sisters are 12 too. My sisters are they were no, they were born 2012, so they're gonna be 13 this year. So yeah, yeah. I was in my early 20s when my sisters were born. Can I join to talk? Says no, no. Ask a parent or guardian before you join the talk on live with adults. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. I got a daughter, and I wouldn't want my daughter to do something like that. You know what I mean? Nah, I just wouldn't want my daughter to be on live talking to random adult guys. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't want that. And I wouldn't want my son. I don't know what gender you are, whatever it is that you identify as. I don't think that's appropriate, to be honest with you. He said I asked her. I'm gonna get off that right now. Let me get back to the subject, man. Let me get back to the subject. So, boom, right? I was naming out a couple Spurs players that I like, even though I'm not a Spurs fan. And when Spurs did that one thing, I'm gonna be honest with you, because obviously I'm not from the UK, right? So it's not as I don't have as much aggression towards like a Spurs as somebody that's in, let's say, Brixton or something, right? Like because I'm not in it. But the one thing that really made me really not like the Spurs, obviously I never really liked them, but I never hated them. I just didn't really care. Like you know. Um, but like that one season when we were supposed to win the league and we would have won the league, I think we still on points we would have won the league had Spurs beaten Manchester City. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think they threw the game and the fans were rooting for City to score. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I've never seen a group of fans cheer for their team to lose, cheer for the other team in their state. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Somebody said, do you live in New York? Yes. Bro, this is your Aunt Marie. Bless up yourself. Bless up, Aunt Marie. What's good? Bless up, bless up, bless up. How do you get live? So in order to get live, you have to how do you put this now? In order to get live, I think you have to have a minimum amount of subscribers. That's number one. I think it's like 50. I don't think it's that many, but you have to have like 50 subscribers or something. And there may be some more criteria, and it may be more. The number may be more. I don't necessarily know, but yeah, that's the root of it. But anyway, I just figured I'd just get on here and do that before I head out and take care of what I need to take care of. I might be back later while I'm at work, but yeah, I'm gonna go get some stuff. Peace. Xavi Simmons, man, should have made a better move.